think it's more about speaking up. When you feel that you're being unfairly treated, unjustly treated, bullied, harassed at the workplace, I was thinking what what's the right time? There was a lot of fear happening about, if I speak up, will I lose my job? What are people going to say about me? Am I going to still keep my relationships, or am I going to be thrown out? And all the questions that come, that you're afraid because it's your job, your livelihood. And I spoke to someone about it, as a senior leader, who said that if you don't speak up and you don't do something about it, then the fear only gets worse, and that becomes anxiety. And then when eventually it will start coming out in sickness and not wanting to show up at work. And when you don't want to show up at work and still get paid, you take sick leave. Eventually, the sick leave keeps you at home, and then other things come up, and you slowly start. It can, depending on your character, build, and to the point where you're not getting paid for being sick. But then if you don't make the complaint, you don't have any support to say, I'm taking sick leave because I am under emotional distress. My mental health has suffered due to this situation at work. And therefore, you cannot, after that, post the situation, you can't make the complaint and say it's because that I was being bullied, or you didn't speak up. Therefore, you cannot back yourself up post being sick. Whereby, if you make the complaint and if you have problems happening to your mental health, especially afterwards, you can say this situation has caused this, and you have a ground to stand on. So speaking up isn't just about, the fear of speaking up isn't just about protecting yourself from a mental stress situation that could overwhelm and spiral out of control, but you also want to make sure that you're protecting yourself financially, because at the end of the day, you still have the bills to pay, you still have all the financial responsibilities. So it hits much broader spectrum.